Good evening. It's Wednesday, May 12, 2021 here in Cebu City. I'm Cherry Ann Lim and this is SunStar Tonight. The Regional Interagency Task Force supports the One Island policy of the Cebu Provincial Government to test on arrival returning overseas Filipinos coming home to Cebu Island. Chari Coronel reports.
The Regional Interagency Task Force fully supports the One Island policy implemented by Cebu Governor Gwendolyn Garcia for the overseas Filipino workers and returning non-OFWs coming to Cebu Island and Tri-Cities of Cebu, Mandaue, and Lapu-Lapu. Executive Order No. 17 was passed into law on Monday. Under the EO, OFWs and returning non-OFWs will be swabbed immediately upon arrival at the Mactan Cebu International Airport. They will be released once the negative result comes out after a 3-day stay in an accredited hotel or accommodation. The EO also removed the mandatory 14-day quarantine for the OFWs and returning non-OFWs. There will be no other requirement imposed by the local government unit of destination. The RIATF consisted of the officials of the Department of Health Central Visayas, Bureau of Quarantine, and Department of the Interior and Local Government, as well as airport officials. The Tri-Cities mayors also expressed support to the One Island policy. However, the RIATF clarified that the One Island policy is not applicable to non-Cebuanos arriving in Cebu or those in transit. They will have to follow Resolution 114 issued by the National IATF requiring the 14-day quarantine and RT-PCR testing on the 7th day. Earlier, Garcia expressed her disagreement to the call of some members of DOH to implement the whole-of-nation approach with regards to quarantine protocols for OFWs and returning overseas Filipinos. The governor invoked the provision of Section 105 of the Republic Act 7160 or the Local Government Code, which stated that the national government can mandate policies on national health emergencies to LGUs within a period of 6 months. Meanwhile, Lapu-Lapu City Mayor Jonard Chan said there will be no changes in the quarantine protocols for returning Filipinos and OFWs arriving at MCIA despite the presence of new coronavirus variant from India in the country. This after the DOH has called for stringent quarantine protocols for returning non-OFWs and OFWs. The DOH confirmed earlier that the B1617 variant, first reported in India, was detected in the samples from the 2 Filipino seafarers who returned home from Middle East last April. Chari Coronel, SunStar Tonight.
3 more vaccination sites have been opened in Cebu to cater to more vaccinees in the private sector. Kenneth Torres reports.
To ramp up the inoculation of private sector workers under the Project Balik Buhay's COVID-19 vaccination initiative, 3 additional vaccination sites were opened. These sites are in Mactan Doctors Hospital, Visayas Community Medical Center, and Mindero Medical Center. Cebu now has 6 sites, including Cebu Doctors University Hospital, Chonghua Hospital in Mandaue City, and Allegiant Regional Care Hospital for its ongoing vaccination for senior citizens, healthcare workers, and persons with comorbidities working in DOH-registered and local government-approved private companies. Meanwhile, the PBB announced in its Facebook page that it is currently finalizing and previewing all company applications from its existing database of approved registered companies for any corrections or revisions to allow newly hired employees or those who previously declined to be inoculated with a COVID-19 vaccine to still be covered under the program. Kenneth Torres, SunStar Tonight.
The Mandaue City government has started giving the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine as second dose to its healthcare workers. This after the city received some 700 more doses of the vaccine. Chari Coronel reports.
Mandaue City has received 700 doses of AstraZeneca vaccine, which will be administered a second dose to its healthcare workers who received the first dose of the same brand. The Department of Health Central Visayas announced yesterday that 132,000 doses of AstraZeneca arrived in the region yesterday, together with the 29,000 doses of Pfizer-BioNTech. Health Secretary Francisco Duque III assured that all AstraZeneca vaccines delivered to the country will be administered before the expiry dates. The National COVID-19 Vaccine Operations Center said 1.5 million doses of AstraZeneca will expire by June 30, 2021, while 525,000 others cannot be used beyond July 31 of this year. Duque said over 500,000 doses will be administered a second dose, while the rest will be used as first dose. Chare Coronel, SunStar Tonight.
The pandemic has forced many of us to stay home, but thanks to technology, we can still catch up with family and friends from far away by playing online games. Now for some online game recommendations, here's Tiffany Neri.
Are you bored, stuck at home, miss your friends? Well, even though there's a pandemic, thank goodness we live in the age of technology. With that, we can always keep our long-distance friendships going strong with some online parties and party games. So here's a list of video games for non-gamers to play with their friends to keep that LDF going strong. Number 1. Jackbox games. Jackbox games are online party video games that you can enjoy with your family and friends. There are different party packs and game combinations to choose from. That's a hodgepodge of smart and stupid. Altogether, Jackbox games are a laugh and a great time for any group of people. You have to purchase the party packs online, but it's mostly worth it because of how much you can do. Number 2. Among Us. The app that was once thought of as a kid's game because of the cartoony visuals has grown to be quite popular with young adults as well. The teamwork and strategy game is not for the weak. It's like a unique and galactic take on the game Werewolf, where the innocent crew has to do tasks while avoiding the murderous imposters and trying to solve the mystery of who among them the imposters are. Warning, friendships will be put to the test. It's mostly a mind game that has given most of its players trust issues. You can play in a private room or with strangers. Also, did we mention that as of writing, downloading the app is free? Number 3. Scribble. Whether or not you can draw, if you're looking for a laugh, go to your browser and type in scribble.io. You have the option to create a private room just for you and your friends to play, or you can play with random strangers. Either option you choose promises a good time playing an online version of Pictionary charades. Man, I miss my friends. So here's to praying that this all boils over soon, and hopefully we can have it just like good old pre-COVID times. What are your favorite games to play? Please share them with us. Till then, this is Tiffany Neri for Lifestyle on SunStar Tonight.
To get the latest, visit www.sunstar.com.ph. Follow us on our YouTube channel and official social media accounts on Twitter and Facebook. I'm Cherry Ann Lim. Thanks for watching SunStar Tonight. See you again tomorrow. Good night.